People get so confused about mine and Wampa's life because they see us living the best life ever, creating a brand new community, which takes a lot of time and energy and effort, traveling wherever, doing so many things, and yet we have massages and they live a great life and go out to dinner and they go to the beach and live the life that we love. And that's only possible because of our relationship with time. Time bending is not something that is some sort of gift that some people have and others don't. Time bending is a very specific set of skills that anyone can access and utilize in order to manifest their wildest dreams and have what they desire come into their life even faster than they expect. And if you're living a life where you think, well, my manifestations aren't showing up fast. In fact, some of them haven't even shown up, but I'm doing the work. Chances are you just haven't mastered time yet. Time is really a construct that we've created as humans, and we're going to talk about more of this construct later today, that we've created to actually assist us in processing our own consciousness. So if our consciousness creates time, then surely we're able to also bend it and play with it and move it around and recreate it a little bit. And if we're able to do this, surely we're able to allow some of our manifestations to come in even faster. So how do we do this? You want to work at expanding your perception of time. And you do that by getting clear on your current perception of time and space. So if we also look at the time-space continuum, time and space are interconnected. And as we understand this more and more and more, we're able to also realize that when we create more space in our life, we're able to actually alter our perception of time. When we create more space within our consciousness, we're able to create more space to actually hold our manifestations, right? So one of the things you can do to start playing with this is to consciously expand your awareness of time and of space. Because the more that you alter your perception of space, you're going to then set yourself up in consciousness to start altering your perception of time. So the next layer to this is I invite all of you to keep a time perception journal. This is one of the things as well that I started doing. I mean, I've done all of these, but this really helped, where I would basically keep a journal and I would simply write down every single day something that I noticed about the time in my day with no judgment, with not trying to be a time bender immediately, just being aware. So this journal will help you literally be more aware of your own perception till you get to a point where you're writing a lot of things down in here and you're celebrating and you're like, you know what, this happened today. It seems magical, it seems unexplainable, but it's not weird or unexplainable because you're consciously working on these tools. So the next layer to this is what I call slow motion training. This is where you train your own consciousness to start intentionally blurring the speed of a frame of reality, okay? The more you train yourself, slow motion speed it up, the more your consciousness is going to get into this heightened awareness of knowing that it can bend and shift these frames. One of the other things I love to do, go for a multi-dimensional nature walk. Go for a walk in nature. Even if you've been there like a lot before, go for a walk. But what I want you to do whilst you're walking is I want you to just notice what you notice and then expand your awareness. Allow yourself to notice the minute details. Bending time is not done just with your mind. We use the mind in order to tap into these pieces, but you've got to be connected to your multidimensional senses. And the more you practice this and the more you do it, the more you get comfortable with it, the more you open to the infinite possibilities around this. It's like a muscle, right? You go deeper and deeper and deeper with it, and this will help you as well bring in what you're feeling from your future because you're more tapped into those feelings. For the second layer, you get to look at your relationship with time and go deep into actually understanding what is your current relationship with time. If you're not sure, then just look at your current reality. You get to craft it. You get to choose it. You get to define it. You get to look at it. You get to play with it. And guys, it gets to be fun. So in order to shift this, in order to redefine this, we need to go through some of the constructs around this and some of the elements to help you unpack it a little more. So we've touched on this. Time is a human construct, right? In quantum physics, scientists literally discovered that particles can exist in multiple locations at once, simultaneously. Hang on, aren't we made up of particles? last time I checked. Hang on, isn't our consciousness made up of particles? Which wouldn't it mean that really particles through our own consciousness is observing the time? Oh, maybe we can shift and play with this a little deeper. What if our consciousness could be in 2 or more places at once? What if we were able to tap into 2 or more manifestations at once, a beginning manifestation and an end point, in order to fold the time and just receive the greater manifestation now? Again, quantum physics shows us that time can pass at different rates depending on the relative motion between the observer. Now, there's a very similar connection when it comes to our life, when it comes to manifestations, when it comes to our emotions and our experiences. And this can also alter time and our perception of time. So what most people don't know is that you can be constantly playing with time, stretching it out, using altered states of consciousness in order to shift your perception and reality of time. We know the particles can be in 2 or more places at once. What if we were able to perceive reality in 2 or more places at once? So I never just focus on the one goal. I always focus on the goal, and then for those of you who have done the quest, the vision beyond the vision, but I do it at the same time. So when you start opening your consciousness in this way, it's important to go into the time expansion internal rewire. This is where you really get to recraft your relationship with time. And this is an invitation for you to use this as a tool every day, ideally, where you sit down and you journal and you define your relationship with time. How does it get to look like? This might look something like, I am a powerful time bender. I love time. Time is one of my greatest assets. I have now mastered time. I love playing with time and bending time and space in order for my manifestations to come in faster. And the more you embody this and embrace this and shift your identity to align with this, the more fun you're gonna have. And the more you get to play with it. I said this so many times in the quest, manifestation is a lifestyle. It's a state of being. Time bending is a state of being. Time bending is something that you get to play with. Time bending is about remembering that time is simultaneous and we are multidimensional beings having a multidimensional experience. And the only trap we fall in is when we lose sight of that, is when we forget. Time bending is about remembering that either time is altering you or you are altering time. So you get to choose.